Good afternoon, world. This is Rosie Rose. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to have a look at my house plant. We'll have a tour inside my house where I keep my indoor plants. So we'll start in one of the corners. So we'll do it like counterclockwise. It's only inside my living room. So we'll start in this corner. This shelf, I bought this 2-3 years ago from IKEA. So it's like a tall, slim shelves. And in each shelf, I'll show it to you. So we'll start from the top. That's on an empty one. It was a previous airplane that died. And then in here, I've got small pots, looks like teeth, but they're made of ceramic. And again, they're air plants that I think I over neglected it, so they're dead as well. And in here, I bought this from Lidl. Actually, I love the pot. It's made of ceramic. I love the prints. The plant, I'm not really sure what you call this. If you can comment down below and name this plant, please, for me, that would be great. And below here is another air plant that's surviving. Actually, it's a little baby in there. It's one of those air plants that's died. I think this is the only one that's left. So hopefully it will still, keep on living. And so that's my IKEA shelf, black and white. It's very nice. I love it. Haven't seen it anymore in IKEA. So on this shelf here, we just put this up recently. So on this side, there is my Monstera Adansonii, which is, she's happy. And then this one is my Syngonium Red Arrow. What I like with this Syngonium is that in here, I don't know if you can show it to you properly, the front part of the leaf is green, and then if you can see at the back, I don't know if you can see it there, but you can see it there, it's like red or maroon-ish, and I love it. It's a contrast color of green and maroon. I think you can see it there. And I bought it from House of Kojo. I can't remember the price anymore. It's like 3 weeks ago. And the other one is the Black ZZ plant, which I separated from the other plants because it's already deformed, the pot, because there are already loads of growth, and I'll show you the main planter later. This one is my Silvery Ann, Scindapsus Silvery Ann. I think it needs watering. I may have to water this one in a bit because, as you can see, the leaves are curling, and apparently it's a sign that they are thirsty. So they said you can water it when it's really dry, so try not to overwater them because it wouldn't like it. So that's my Scindapsus Silvery Ann. And below the shelf is my Heart of Strings, which I got from the main plant because they grow really long, and I propagated it in water. So I hope that this will live, and hopefully it will root, because I tried it before. I think this is the third time that the cuttings from the same mother plant, and they just grow quickly, especially now that it started that we have a strong sun, like it start, the spring is starting, so we love it. So hopefully this will also will make roots, and then I can repot it in a medium soil. And as you can see, I love the planter. It's a half naked woman, half body as well from a woman. I love it. I bought this from Olive and Sage. There's two of them. One of them, when it arrived, one is broken, but I managed to put them up together, although you can still see a little bit, but I'll show it to you in a bit. So that's my heart of strings propagated in water. And behind it is my whale fin Sansevieria. I bought this, I think, late last year. It was really small, and then now it grew like this. It already gave me 2 babies, and I'll show it to you as well later. And I love the pots there with leafy prints, and I love the Monstera, which is my favorite plant. Now this one, Tiger Planter, I bought this from Tesco. And as you can see, my spider plant is not really looking good. I don't know what's happened. I just replanted it because it was really small. It was in a really small pot, but I don't know if I overwatered it. But anyway, this is my only spider plant. I only see them in store, but I don't know. I'm not really keen in spider plants at the moment because they said it will spider mites love spider plants, so I don't know. But anyway, so maybe next time I'll see a beautiful spider plants, then I may have to purchase one. And this one is my Pilea peperomoides, which is with a white splash. As you can see, I love it. I bought this from our local garden center. Now this one has got, if you can see, there's like white splashes on the leaves, and that's why it's called Pilea peperomoides white splash. There's also the green form, and there's also another one that's called, I think it's the yellow variegation, which is more a bit pricey than this. I love it. Now the only thing is, when I bought this, there were loads of babies, and then I tried to separate them. So I think I took 2-3 babies, but then when I propagate them in soil, they just died on me. So now it got I don't know what's happened with this leaf. It just came off. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'll just leave it with their mother. Excuse me. And so that's my Pilea peperomoides. And this one is my giraffe planter. Also got this from Tesco, and again, as you can see, that Piconia is not also happy, so I don't know. I don't really know. I tried watering it. I'm not sure if it's got virus in it or something, or fungus, or it's just not really happy. But we'll see. Moving on is my Spathiphyllum diamond, or the variegated peace lily. And as you can see, there's some variegations on the leaves, and there's one leaf that's coming out. I also bought this, I think 2 months ago. It's really nice. There's just some a bit of yellow leaf, but it's all right. This one is my bamboo plant, which look like it's not happy as well. Actually, I just put it out here. It was on a top shelf, which I also forgot to put water in it, and I think this is what happened. It has the leaves becomes yellow. And I like the planter. It's a Buddha, head of Buddha. It's nice, very nice. But yeah. And this one is my vanilla plant. It's a vine. It's like succulent, because very hard leaves. I ordered also this from House of Gojo, and they said that it will bear fruit, and that's where vanilla come from. So I'm not really sure because I haven't seen one before. But they said I'll be lucky if this will bear fruit, because it's not always, and it's very seldom that an indoor vanilla plant will bear fruit. So we'll see. The next one is my variegated heart of strings, which I really love it. I bought this in one of the large garden center here. I already cut the tips of this and propagated it in moss because they're really long. I just bought this like 3 weeks ago, and I love the white variegations in it. So it's under my grow light, my spider grow light. So hopefully that will enhance the growth. And I think I've also learned my lesson from the past heart of strings, that I killed, I think, two already because I overwatered it. So now this one, I haven't watered this since I bought this, and I think it still feels moist. So I'll leave it, because apparently they love to dry out before watering, and it needs to be water from the bottom. And this is the other planter that's broke during delivery, I think. So I just glued it together. You can't really notice it, and they said they're going to replace it, so I'm waiting for my replacement, but it's a different one. It's not like this, so we'll see. And this is Supernova ZZ plant, where the other ZZ plant on the top shelf came from. And as you can see, there are loads of growth in here. So if you count the stems, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stems, and it really looks healthy. Look, very nice. This is different from the ordinary ZZ plant, because it's darker than, it's like a blackish shade color on the leaves compared to the green one, and I love it. So on my other shelf, I have here a Christmas cactus. When I bought this, it's got lots of flowers, and then it's already I think it don't last long, the flowers, but it was really nice. This has pink flowers when I bought this, and I just watered it the other day. Very nice. Love it. And that one is a succulent. I can't remember what's the name of that succulent plant. This one is my Scindapsus silver satin, I think. So it's different from the silvery on. Apparently the silvery and has more silver on the leaves, but I don't know, I can't see the difference really, to be honest. So that's it. And below that is I'll show you this first. So this is the baby plant which I took from the whalefin Sansevieria. So that's one of them, and this is the second baby, whalefin Sansevieria. So we're doing well. This is my philodendron green. It's trailing, it's still a baby. It's very nice. And this is my Enjoy. It's also trailing, and it's also a baby, so it's not that big yet. And I love it when they start to trail, like going down, so that will cover. So we shall see in a few months' time. And this is my philodendron Brazil. It's got this it's got a yellow variegation in the middle, and I think there's another philodendron like this, but it's I can't remember the other name. So these are my plants in this corner.